turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got game, sports center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's this? Two up. I got game, sports center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's this? Two up.
Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, this is the National Football League.
Of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They go play action now. Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now it's 2nd and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, 31 yards. And the Ravens will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there, trying to clutch the football.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and 6 now. Here's Purdy. He'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. But it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. This has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
They had a chance there to really build a nice early lead, go up a couple of scores. But he doesn't hit that one quite right, and it winds up an empty possession.
They start taken down at about the 45. This is 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. McCaffrey running up the middle. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. 2nd down and 3. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he's got it. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk from 10 yards out. And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. On that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, and a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
19 yards that time for number 19. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders, hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Purdy now to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They were trying to set up a screen there, but that one just too slow in developing.
Yeah, too slow in developing and well read, because that ends up being a bad feeling for the quarterback. When he's got no blocking in front of him, his guys are just going to let defenders go, and they're coming for him. So if it's not there, you just got to throw the ball at the turf at your running back's feet.
You see Purdy, he's going to shift him around. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowski now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll...
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Being chased out left. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Purdy. This will be caught. It's Samuel. Hook up a 15 yards there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. It looks like they'll move things around here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Back to throw, Purdy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. And did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Purdy. Toward the pylon, caught. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult.
Not too many breaks ahead according to the radar. More snow on the horizon as we are back underway in half number 2. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and it's set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Purdy now on 2nd down. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Now Purdy, he's going to change the look here. Shot clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, a 3rd down and 8. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Jackson dancing to his left. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he is caught, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Jackson rolling to his right. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Tucker's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, what a catch by Ayuk. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Purdy flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
really starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. Able to punch it in on 3rd down. Makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Moody good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now here come the Ravens. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Aguilar. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. And that will keep this a 2-point game. Had a chance to give themselves there some important wiggle room, but went awry.
Yeah, let's do the simple math here. And, you know, for me, it has to be simple. Instead of this thing kind of giving them that wiggle room you talked about, now we're talking about possibly losing a ball game because they left the door open.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They juked him. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 30. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 1st and 10. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now 2nd and 4. McCaffrey following the penalty. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Here's 2nd down. This is McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. it all comes down to the right foot of Jake Moody. This no gimme in the snow. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Nothing easy about that one in these elements in the snow, but he's able to put it home in what looks to be the game winner.
And you know, I had problems with the footing just walking from the bus to the stadium. I can't imagine being called to kicking this stuff with the game on the line. But he appeared to have zero issues whatsoever.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Shot for Jackson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.